I was awoken by a low thumping sound. Startled, I sat up in bed, but I could see nothing in the darkness of my room. No odd shapes. Thinking it was just my imagination, I went back to sleep. But a few minutes later, the low thumping happened again. I opened my eyes and glanced at the clock next to my nightstand. It read 12 o'clock a.m. Midnight. The witching hour. I snorted at the silly saying. I didn't believe in such nonsense. I believed the thumping was probably an animal on the roof. All sorts of night animals tend to get up there, especially at this hour. The sound had to be coming from above, and just sounds like it's in my room. I was about to close my eyes again, but suddenly, the thumping happened again. Louder. Okay, so now I'm a little creeped out. I never heard something so loud before. I shut my eyes tight and tried to fall back asleep. I wish my parents were home. They left earlier today to visit my sick grandmother, and my older brother is spending the night with his girlfriend. I almost wished Ashley was here. She's this annoying airhead from my school. Can't stand her snobby attitude, and it sucked. She lived next door. At that moment, though, I started wishing that she was here with me. Thump! Oh God, I pulled the covers over my head and tried to ignore the sound. It has to be my imagination. Yep, just imagining it. I shouldn't have read so many CreepyPasta stories before falling asleep. Creepy stories from that site always give me nightmares. An hour passed. No more thumping. Good. Starting to feel sleepy again. As I start to doze off, I hear the whisper. I have come for you. My eyes shot open. I will feast on your soft flesh. I started to cry. That voice was real. There was something in the room with me. I will enjoy the sounds of your screams while I slowly peel off your skin. I don't want to look, but I felt I had to. My eyes tried to locate the soothed, deep voice, the voice that was threatening hard things. I quickly spotted it. He was at the foot of my bed. Even in the darkness, I could see how tall he was, and very pale. His large black eyes glared down at me with such intense hatred. Why was he angry at me? I don't understand. But did I even want to? Tonight, Ashley, you will die. He whispered angrily. I was about to scream, but then I realized something. Did he just say Ashley? I'm not Ashley. I managed to shout at the pale man. You're not? Asked the pale man with a puzzled expression. No, my name's Erica. Ashley lives in the house next door. I explained nervously. The pale man stared at me for a moment, and then he pulled out a piece of paper from a pocket and studied it. With a look of annoyance, he stuffed the paper back in his pocket and smiled at me. Oh God, his smile. His mouth was too wide and his teeth were too sharp, maybe even razor sharp. My deepest apologies. I was given the wrong information. Sorry to have disturbed your rest, he said politely, and then I watched stunned as he crawled out my bedroom window. Oh. He popped his head back inside and grinned at me with a large, scary grin. I know this is rather strange, coming from me, but would you like to maybe catch a movie one of these days? Or dinner, perhaps? I'm kind of already seeing someone, I said. Oh, pity. Well, have a good night, he said, and his head poked back out. I stood frozen for a bit. I couldn't believe what just happened. Nobody would believe me. Well, it was gone now, whatever the hell he was. I finally breathed a sigh of relief. I was brave enough to finally move and went to close my window and lock it securely. As I settled into sleep, I realized something. It was going to get Airhead Ashley. I was about to dart out of bed, but stopped. She was pretty nasty to everybody. Not like she was somebody I cared for, too. Oh well, I thought, as I snuggled back into my warm blankets and went back to sleep. Would you go on a date with that thing, ghouls? Would you? I don't know if I would or not. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't. Who knows? He was nice about the mix-up. He didn't kill you too. He's like, oh, sorry, man, my bad. I don't know. Would you date him? That's going to be the question of the day. Instead of like the word of the day, the question of the day is, would you date this? Would you say yes to this entity's proposal for a date? Yes or no? Because I'm torn. I don't know. Like, part of me is like, yeah, I mean, why not? Try it. And then the other part of me is like, do you have a death wish? Who knows? But yeah, as always, the last video is on the top left. The next video will be on the bottom left. All my social medias are on the screen as well as in the description box below. And remember, there's always someone or something watching you.